What's going on, guys? It's Arden here, and I'm back with another golf video. So we got a nice upgrade that we're going to be installing here. If you saw my last video, I put in some license plate LEDs. I had a thing come up on the dash saying that I had one out because I had replaced them with some crappy LEDs and stuff like that. So installed some new ones. So I've got some new tail lights, and I'll show you what I got. So honestly, I really wasn't looking to like get some new tail lights. I really wasn't wanting to put a whole lot of money into this. I was just gonna make it my daily. But as you can see, I have a nice hole right here, right there in the reverse light. And these actually came up on sale one time. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get it. So they're from the same company that I got my license plate lights from. It's called Supernova Lighting. They're out of Australia, so when you order from them, it will take a while, especially if you're in the States. But they have some really nice products. So what I have got here, this is the wiring diagram and all that good stuff. So you can see these. There's some LEDs, as you can see. Got some like LED strip right here. These are actually sequential, so you know, like Mustangs and a lot of modern Audis, they like sweep your turn signal will sweep across. That is the same way these are. These will sweep across, so it's a pretty sweet upgrade. Now I have not like dug into this. I don't really know how to. I do know how to take this all apart because I take these apart when I tint back windows on most Volkswagens. So I will be taking this this off. I do know how to do that. These I'm not so sure. I'm sure you have to get behind the carpet here somehow. It looks like there's actually kind of a cutout right there. But yeah, not so sure how to get to those. I will be finding that out shortly. But we're going to start with this up here. So this section right here comes off first. These you will need to pull out this way. So let's see if I can just pop them out real quick. Not really, not by hand. I'll be doing that off camera because I can't do it with one hand. But this section will pull off first. And then if you look back in here, there will be a screw there and a screw there on the little grab handles. You'll take those off, and then that just pops out. So we're going to get started with this. You can choose to do that, or there's a cover right here. You can just pull that. Gives you nice access to a bolt. I'll probably end up doing that. I'm wanting to retint this, so that's why I was thinking about pulling this off. But I'm thinking I may just do it this way just to get it done. So yeah, we'll pull our little access covers off here and get started. So you open this up, and it actually does look fairly complicated. Of course, you have the light on the hatch, and then your light here. I've got them both separated already. And then you have some extra wiring here, as you can see. So they make it pretty nice. They have this whole diagram right here. So we will just be popping off and plugging and playing pretty much. This, I'm not sure what size this is. Kind of looks like a 10 or maybe an 8, something like that. But we'll be popping those off real quick. These are like fairly simple to get to and easy to take on and off. You got 2 bolts, one there and one right there. Pretty simple. And by the way, this is also a good time to clean all this out, because you will have a lot of filth in here, especially if yours is like mine, because mine was like really nasty. Like I've already cleaned out both sides, and you can tell like it's real nasty. So yeah, it's a good time to clean all this out. I've got both of them popped out. What I'll probably end up doing is taking everything out, because I'm sure there's going to be some wires that has to be ran and stuff to have them connected and all that good stuff. So we got both of those out already, so we're going to work on these. All right, so to gain access to these side panels, you'll first need to pop this trim panel off. This one right here. There's, like 6 clips right here. And then you have 2 on the side right here. My panel was already like cracked and broken, so I did not care to just rip it out and break it, because everything was broken already. As you can tell, like that one's broken off. this clip right here will no longer work. So it really didn't matter to me because this was just broken already. But the easiest way will be pop these two, the side ones loose, pop it this way, and then pop it this way, and then pull it up. It does kind of tuck underneath your liner here, but that will give you access to back here. So if I can get this to fall back, you do have that little trim piece right here. So you see this little twisty thing with the spring. All you're going to do is turn that counterclockwise until it's free and loose, and then this tail light will just pop out. So let me get it to that point. I can't really do it with one hand while holding this carpet back and all that. So let me get to that point. All right, so I got that little thing. As you can see, like it's loose. I can sit there and play with it. So all this happens now. You can see this is kind of loose. Little hard to do one-handed, which I've learned with these videos. You can't do any of this crap one-handed. So, but as you can tell, it's loose. There's probably there's a clip in the bottom, I believe. That's what it feels like, because the top seam's kind of loose. Seems like there's a clip in the bottom now. I just need to break free. So give me 2 seconds. All right. So just as I said, there's a little clip in the bottom. Also a couple on the sides here. You just kind of got to wiggle it and get it out. But I'm going to set this down here. And you also have to be careful. It's the same style connector that is up here. Really easy one. But you also have to be careful. That little spring thing that you twisted, it is now just chilling here free. So just be sure you don't drop that down in the carpet and then it's gone forever. So not really gone forever. You'll be able to get it, but you obviously don't want that to take off and, you know, fall way down in the abyss. But I'm going to get this side out, and then we will work on getting this in and where we need it. Okay. All right. So we've got everything removed from up here and down here. And like I said, great time to clean, because so you got a lot of build up and dust and stuff. So it's just a good time to, you know, get in between the edges of your bumper and stuff like that. So, but let's take a closer look at what we got here. So I'm just going to take a peek at one side. So as you can see, obviously this is inside the hatch. These are on the outside. So the main concern that I see here is this yellow wire needs to go from one light to the other, from the outside one to the one in the hatch, which will be this longer wire right here. Really, that is just the main issue. You know, obviously this is going to go into your factory connector. Then you go the yellow to the yellow, and then there'll be the factory pin will go here into the decoder. And you don't need me to explain this. Four pin and blah, blah, blah. It has it all laid out here. So the main concern here is we will need to run this yellow wire from the outside light to the one on the hatch. And then what we will end up doing is I'm going to end up having to take off this trim piece, because it looks like you got a lot of wiring that will be in there. Pretty much, you know, going from this wire will go from one inside light to the other inside light. And then you have the decoder and all that you will need to mount somewhere. So that's going to be the main concern. I'm going to end up having to take that panel off so I can get these mounted up somewhere somehow. That way they're not like rattling around and stuff and getting on my nerves, just, you know, kind of bouncing around in here. You might be able to wedge it in somewhere, but it's probably best just to like get some sticky tape or something and mount it somewhere. So we're going to get this off, and then I think what I'm actually going to do is get them mounted in there, and then we'll start running all of our wires. That way we can just plug it in, run the wire, and then go from there. The part that really stinks is, you know, that yellow wire, because you're going to have to we'll have to send it through here, somehow get it up and get it through this grommet, which if you've messed with these before, they are pain in the rear. If you've ever done a backup camera, they suck to try to get in any vehicle. So we'll need to pop this off so we can get access to all of that. But yeah, so we're going to start getting that off. All right, so you actually want to pop this off first. The 2 bolts are a T20. Like I said, they're up in the little places you grab, and then you'll pop this off. The easiest way to do it is pop this section off and then pop your sides off. But you also have to keep in mind you will have some clips stay in, so be sure to get those out. I've got one there too, and another one up here. Happens with all these freaking Volkswagens. I don't know why they do that, but yeah, so that gives us full access to everything. We can get them mounted. See, as you can tell, that this is going to be a perfect place to hide that little decoder there, and get it mounted. I'll probably end up getting some tape, some like 3M double-sided tape, and stick on those, and we'll be good to go. So I think what I'm going to do now is try to get access to these, get these pulled down so I can fish some wire down in there. It's going to suck. I absolutely hate doing that, but it's what you got to do. Okay, I didn't realize this, but on the side here, there's actually a little panel that will come off of these. Take that off and it'll make these a lot easier. I'm going to go ahead and bolt these up, and then I'll pop this back on. Okay, so it took some time. As you can see, I ran it. I mean, obviously I'm going to be tying this up and stuff, but run it through the hole, got it through the grommet. It took me forever. You can kind of like push this together to make it as short as possible, like that, and then you just got to kind of force feed it down in there. You'll then go through this hole. So, and then there's a trim piece that is right here above the headliner, right here. It looks like that silver piece or that white piece, whatever. And then there will be a nut, a 10 mil nut. Sorry, camera work's not great. Right here, you'll take that off and just pull this down. You can get access to a hole back in there. And then all I did was pretty much feed it through this way underneath this panel here. Fed it down. I also took out, there's a, I think it is a T20 screw that goes right here. It'll give you a little access to kind of pull this out, and then I just dropped it down. Got it straight through there. So that's pretty much it for that, I believe. If we look at our diagram again, this is the next day. So that will be the only thing that is going from our inner light on the hatch to the outer. So that'll be great. We do have a bridge, it looks like, an inner fog / reverse bridge. Not sure exactly what that does or where that is at the current moment. I haven't quite figured out why I have these, because I have, you can see it's in there. I haven't taped it up or anything yet. Not sure why, but we will figure that out shortly. But I think I'm going to go ahead and do this on the other side. That way I will have it all that really hard stuff done, and I can just kind of connect it all together and then just throw them in, and then we'll be good. I say then we'll be good like it'll be an easy process, but probably not. We'll get started. All right, so I apologize. I can't get any videos of this because I'm a one-man army here. But like I said, ran this. I've got it all zip tied up. I just need to cut all of these. You know, it's always good to follow your factory wiring. You know, they know what they're doing. They're doing that for a reason. Got all this buttoned back up. As you can see, you can't even tell that it was even messed with. When all this paneling is back on, you won't even be able to tell. I have this mounted. I kind of mocked up that to see if any of that was going to be touching it. Looks like it's not. Of course, the screw that mounts to is right here, so you have that little kind of bulge area right there and there. I don't think this will interfere with anything. So pretty much I may like try to tuck some stuff up like this maybe. I'm not sure. We'll figure all this out. But got the little yellow wire plugged in and ran down to here. I've got This was that reverse bridge or fog light wire, which will go from this inner light to this inner light. We'll worry about that once we get this side in. Right now, I've got all this buttoned up for the most part, and then I'm going to start working on this. So this should be very simple. Should be factory socket and then this yellow wire, and then mount. So we'll get like one side buttoned up and everything, and then we'll start on the other side. Okay, so I figured out what these are for. Our factory socket looks like that. And then if we look on the back of the tail light here, as you can see, I've got the little yellow one plugged in. We have that plug, so which is our other plug here. So that is what is happening here. So we'll be plugging this one right here into the factory one, and then this one into the tail light. So that makes a little sense. That makes a little more sense. So what I'm going to do is feed this, I don't even know what it is, encoder or decoder or something of some sort. I'm going to feed this on the inside and maybe mount it somewhere along the side. You know, keep it out of the elements and everything like that. But yeah, that is pretty much the final step as far as this side goes, besides putting everything back together, as far as like all this and all of that, which will be fun. But we're getting there. All right, so we got this side on. Of course, we need to deal with this. So we'll start here on this side, but we've got everything together. I'm gonna worry about buttoning everything up after I have everything together and I test it. You know, you will learn your lesson on stuff like that if you've done this before and all of a sudden something doesn't work and you're like, oh shoot, did I forget to plug something up? And then you have to take it all apart again. So this actually, I thought that little screw thing, the little spring screw, was going to be a like pain in the butt to try to get back in. But really, if you just slide the light into place and clip it, the little spring screw will just line right up. So the fitment is pretty good. I'm not sure if there's like supposed to be a gap right here, but overall fits pretty well. You know, as far as body gap and everything like that, I am kind of up against you know, this quarter panel here, but you know, you can't have perfect on some of these aftermarket things, but it fits pretty good. So we're going to start working on this side. All right, didn't really want to show the process because it's the same thing on this side. I've got everything's plugged up over here. That one's wire is ran. Don't have that buttoned up yet. I've got this plugged in. Just need to really mount this and plug it in, and then we're ready to test. I have all of the little boxes mounted inside there and here, and of course up top. I'm actually going to leave this off because I'm going to be retinting this window hopefully sometime this week, so it just gives me better access to remove this tint, and as well as putting the tint on. Just makes it a lot easier because these Volkswagens have awful panels. But yeah, I'm going to get this mounted and we're going to do a quick test. I probably won't show the test on camera, just so I can have like a nice big reveal and just show you all what it looks like when it's fully done. So I'm just going to plug this in, give it a test, and see how it goes. All right, so everything's working flawlessly. I'm just working on getting everything back together. I've got all this put back together, got everything wire tied up about the best I can. I should probably do something with this. It's hanging down a little bit. If not, it'll be okay. But I guess I need to wire that up. But anyway, working on getting everything buttoned up. Like I said, I'm not going to put all this on yet. But if you're doing this, remember, don't forget to get your clips out. Like I've got one stuck in here, one there, and you'll definitely have some in here So just be sure to get all those out. That way your whole panel install process goes a lot smoother. So I'm gonna work on getting all this and getting everything cleaned up, and then I'll show you the reveal of it. All right, so everything's buttoned up except for this, and obviously all the wires on this side. This, I can understand why mine is beat to shreds and why I have a huge crack, you know, going this way. And because that was a big pain in the butt, and you know, it's still not wanting to sit in right. And piece busted off of it there, but like it was already busted to shreds when I got the car. So just be careful with that piece. That piece was really hard to get in. You have to like bend it certain ways and try to contorque it in there. That was hard. But anyway, I'm gonna tire these up, and then I guess I will prop my phone up and let y'all see it. All right, and as you can see, these things look so much better than the awful looking factory ones. Mine were really dingy looking, and obviously I had a hole in it. But the Sequential it makes it look so cool. But I'm loving this so far. We may do headlights. I'm not sure. I've just put LED bulbs in the headlights. Obviously, I didn't make a video of that. Pretty sure that's self-explanatory. And I figured out that like one of the brackets that actually mounts into the car is broken off, and it's not even connected to the headlight anymore. So I was like, oh, great. More stuff is broken. But I mean, this thing's just my daily. But I appreciate you guys watching. Be sure to check the link in the description for these. I love the way they look so far. We'll see in a few days when I'm driving it and stuff, see if something happens or anything like that. Obviously, I'll update y'all, but I doubt anything will happen. Nothing has happened to the license plate lights so far. So, yeah, super great product. I love it. And I will see you guys in the next one.